one direction that I didn't think, or for me it's a dead end, is trying to use barrique with our barrels, oak barrels with koshu. I think it's more a delicate, a very feminine profile. People have tried to do it in Europe with Riesling. They've tried it with Pinot Blanc. It just generally doesn't work. Most people have done 2 or 3 years of it. Journalists write about it. It's something new, but at some point nobody wants to drink it any longer, and it's forgotten. And my feeling is that koshu doesn't need to be in small oak barrels. I've heard a lot of talk about this, about a bitter taste. We, at least in Europe, enjoy, I'm not saying, we don't want the wine to taste bitter, but if there is a bitter note on the palate, that is even viewed positively. Think about, in a salad, the Italians love to use radicchio as a lettuce, which just add, it's a little bit bitter. If you just take a full bite of radicchio, it might be too much. But as part of a larger, as part of a larger dish, it adds an interesting point. And I think, at least in the good ones, the bitterness didn't bother me. There are 15 years ago, you almost never saw Japanese restaurants abroad. Today, they're becoming more popular. They tend to also be more expensive. They have not done what the Chinese did or the Italians with their pizzerias. They have not come into the market to be cheap. They've come in to be at the high end. And Japanese. Yes, generally. And so I think as the quality continues to improve, what is going to be important, if you want to make a somewhat of a reputation for your wines outside the country, is find means of distribution so that the top Japanese restaurants are also carrying Japanese wines.